Hi everybody, I'm Jordan Rolfes from Beagle Rampant Productions, and on today's video we're going to be trying something a little bit different here. We're going to be hopping on Google Maps today, and we are going to be looking at various user reviews, specifically of airports. I love airports. A lot of people probably think that's really weird. The only thing I associate airports with is long lines, annoying security procedures, and delays, and all sorts of traveling nonsense, the nonsense that you associate with traveling. But man, I just love airports, and I love comparing airports and seeing how one country does it as opposed to another. So today, we're going to hop on the old Google Maps and look at some of the various airport reviews. I've been to some of these airports, and I'll give some personal stories for some of them. Some of them I haven't been to. I did go ahead beforehand and look for some of the reviews that I thought were more interesting than others, because it may be a little bit painful to watch me browse around and this is a good review, blah blah blah. That wouldn't be too interesting for you guys, and let's be real, my channel, we kind of struggle in the interesting department there, so I gotta try to speed things up and make it dynamic here a little bit. But one thing you will notice as we go through this process, Google Maps doesn't seem to have any sort of administrator review process. So basically, a lot of these reviews, we're going to see some trolls, and I'm going to give you my tips for spotting trolls to see if their information is actually useful or if they're just being a troll, or sometimes a troll can be a troll, but they can give an actually good review. So I'll give you all sorts of tips and tricks on things like that. Yeah, and this should be just a chill, laid-back sort of day, you know? I love you guys, and I just want to hang out with you guys, and we'll be taking a look at some airports right now. I don't know if I want to make this a series or not. It'll depend on how much response, positive response I get, how many views I get, etc., yada yada yada. So, I'm not going to go through the process of making a theme song for this particular series, but while I get everything set up to actually do some screen capture here, I'm going to go ahead and play a theme song that is totally relevant to the content that you are about to see. Alright everyone, so the first airport that we are going to be taking a look at is my hometown airport of Cincinnati, Ohio, CVG. Airports, of course, use two different codes. There's the IATA, which is the three-letter code that you as the traveler are going to be the most familiar with. That's what's going to be on your boarding pass or whatever. And the ICAO airport code, which is what they use up in the control towers and for the official stuff here. But, to be honest, the Cincinnati airport is probably one of my favorites in the world, and this could very well be hometown bias here, but it's really stupid easy to figure out. If you can follow a straight line, you should be able to navigate the Cincinnati, Ohio airport. I think Delta, United, and WOW airlines that fly to Reykjavik, Iceland, because obviously there's a demand for that in this town. Those are in Concourse B. Everything else is Concourse A, so it's a stupid easy airport to navigate here. We'll probably start with the worst reviews first, and then go to the better ones here, but first of all, let's take a look at some photos, because the photos are always fun. We got one here from Muffin2. Yeah, we do it up for Christmas, and there's all sorts of fun escalator things. Yeah, you know, we got Allegiant Airlines. We have these fun little walkways that looks like the American concourse. We have a lot of fun historical exhibitions. When the Cincinnati Museum Center was going under renovations for a few years, we went ahead and had them put some of their exhibits in the airport. So that was really cool. You can see the Crosley car, Powel Crosley Jr., the radio entrepreneur. He went ahead and made some cars. So that's always really cool. Okay, here's a nice one of the arrival terminal. Yeah, you gotta do kind of some wizardry with like going up and down and around. You go to security on the ground level, like the, street level, and then you head back down to go to the concourse, at which point you will be heading back up. So you go down just to go back up. So that could be a little bit weird there, but as you can see, it's a beautiful airport, and as you can also see, we don't take prisoners when it comes to Christmas. Yeah, Cincinnati Christmas time. What? Yeah, that's always fun when you leave your hometown for a while and then you come back and it's like, oh my gosh, we're all in Christmas mode. That's really cool. But let's go back to some of the reviews. And we have one who says, I wish I could get a Chick-fil-A sandwich at the airport. His username is Nocturnal Nights. And CBG, you blew it with this owner response here. Guessing by your handle that CFA was closed at the time to rest up for the next day rush. Bummed for you. But remember, when life gives you lemons, the chick is busy making delicious lemonade. Just be sure to get there before closing time. Are you kidding me? That is the response from the owner. Why didn't you just type out a big middle finger here? I was floored when I read that, and I didn't actually look at this guy's review. A name like Nocturnal Nights, he could very well be a troll, he or she, they could very well be a troll, and he's a local guide at level 6, but it looks like a lot. One thing that kind of indicates, we've got a lot of reviews here in the Cincinnati region. He did a review of the Atlanta airport here. Is it just a prerequisite to be rude and unhelpful to work here? Customs was rude, baggage was rude, gate clerk was rude, immigration was rude, security was rude. I own a small business, and if I was as rude to my customers as this airport was to me, then I would be out of a career. I was a first-time flyer and have been completely soured on the experience. I'd file a complaint, but I'm pretty sure it would just be thrown in the trash. Instead, I just won't come back. It's obvious my money is no good here. And Atlanta, good for you, Atlanta, for responding like how we do over in Cincinnati here. Hello, thank you for rating Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport, ATL. We are sorry you had a less than desirable experience during your visit. We appreciate your feedback and will communicate your concerns with customer service management, blah, 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 blah. Lot of bad reviews here. Space cakes were garbage in some place in the Netherlands there. United Dairy Farmers. 2 young guys sitting there, not working, joking around, not helping customers. I'll just go somewhere else. So if you guys have ever been to Cincinnati, United Dairy Farmers is a local convenience store chain. And this review is pretty accurate. The people sitting there, they'll just ignore you. Have I had anyone speak to me at a Dairy Farmers yet? I don't think I have, to be fair. But, yeah, so I would say kind of a weird review with a weird name. Weird names are a really good indicator that this person might be a troll, but, oh, they go to my CVS there, and,
Side up!
Worst CVS in Cincinnati, hands down. Man, that depends who you get. Yeah, they got some real winners working at that CVS, and then they have some who are they're legitimately part of the family. So, I'm thinking Nocturnal Nights isn't a troll. A weird name, and that's such a red flag. A weird name is always like, huh, possibly this person is a troll. But CVG, you really blew it on that response there. I mean, the guy wanted Chick-fil-A, and you give some condescending thing like, you know, not everyone is a morning person. There are people in the Cincinnati area who don't really do stuff in the morning. We're more, you know, active at night. So yeah, and the person's name was Nocturnal Nights. So, you know, you didn't have to be mean to the poor guy, but or gal, really wasn't clear. So, going to the good reviews here for CVG, really easy to figure out. I've been in large and small airports in the past, and this one is smaller, but still easy to use. Directions are very clear, and there are help stations if you need them. If you have checked baggage, it is pretty easy to find the luggage carousel as well, and it's right next to the passenger pickup, only a few steps away. Thanks so much, Stephanie. So kind of you to share your experience with others. We're incredibly grateful for our customers and their helpful guidance and generous accolades. Safe travels whenever a CVG flight may take you. Wherever a CVG flight may take you. I have great respect for this airport. The parking was extremely easy, even for a busy day. The whole post-flight inspections and procedures all were really fast. You know, I never had that with CVG, the post-flight thing. I've heard that's been like a thing. Like, that's really weird, post-flight inspections. Thank God I've never had that happen to me, but it's one of those things, man. Like, you know, you've had the flight, like, obviously, and everything's okay. Why are you doing a post-flight security check? That makes absolutely no sense. And yeah, they just give back, you know, oh, thank you for your kind words. Nice, clean airport, easy to get around, and some decent food options. Yeah, I mean, the food options are okay. If you stay away from meat and try to eat vegetarian, you'll have a little more of a challenge at the Cincinnati airport. But, you know, they got Starbucks, they got Brugger's. Concourse A may serve you a little bit better than Concourse B. Cincinnati is a Delta city, and Delta is in Concourse B, so you may have to just head on over to Concourse A. They are not far from each other at all. We have a cute little tramway to get from Concourse A to Concourse B. You will never, ever actually need to ride that thing. I mean, it's really just a formality at that point, but spend a little too much time talking about CVG here, so let's head over to our next airport, Huntington Tri-State Airport over in West Virginia. I've never been to this airport, but I have been to West Virginia. It's a lovely state. It has all sorts of wonderful beauty, really great, friendly people, really good amounts of diversity. You really wouldn't think that for West Virginia because people arbitrarily painted a false and misleading picture for it. And no, people from all walks of life are in West Virginia. It's a really nice state. I enjoy my time in West Virginia. I need to go back there. It's really great area. But starting with some of the photos here at the Huntington Tri-State Airport, this really isn't an international airport like CVG is, and yeah, CVG is international in kind of a liberal sense of the term. We go to Toronto, Cancun, Reykjavik, and Paris, so those are our 4 foreign destinations, you know. But out here, oh my goodness. My computer does not like doing GoPro work here, but you can see the outside of the airport. Thanks, Mr. David Hager, for posting this. But you see, it's a very small airport. Yeah, we got the Huntington Tri-State Airport in very low resolution there. Very, very low resolution. Let's see, interior. Yeah, I mean, Huntington Tri-State Airport. It delivers what it promises, man. Yeah, I mean, it certainly isn't so big and grandiose like CVG, but I'm sure it gets the job done, you know? I've never used it, so I can't really say for certain, but it looks like a nice airport, you know? I ain't gonna slam it. I've never been there. So, going to the reviews here, We'll start with the lowest rating. We end on a positive note here at Beagle Rampant Productions. Alright, Robert Ferguson. Go to Lexington, Cincinnati, or Columbus instead. I would give it 0 stars if I could. Well, weird thing about that, it's like a 3.5-hour drive from Huntington to Cincinnati, so woo-wee, that would be rough. But, Brian Cash says, clean your carpets. This is an embarrassment to the city. The first thing a visitor sees is this. Woo. And Rusty H, the parking exit is a disaster. 90% of the time, your credit card reader won't work to let you exit. Then you have to try to find a human to assist. Then the credit card reader still doesn't exist. Exiting the parking lot takes longer than the flight from Charlotte, North Carolina. Ridiculous. Yeah, a lot of this is against the parking situation. Okay, here we go. So, Olivia Patterson. And this kind of develops a bit of a trilogy here, or series, whatever. The flight crew is great. The trip is quick and clean, and the price is cheaper than driving. All good. But horrible local Allegiant woman at the Huntington gate. She has stopped and harassed every member of my family every time we fly from there. We have elderly family in Huntington, but we live in Florida, so we fly into this airport every month. We always have the exact same carry-on without anything new when we return. There is a particular woman that says she's the manager. I've repeatedly asked for someone above her, and she replies that there isn't anyone. Man, everyone answers to someone, man. She forced me twice to weigh and size my bag. It was legit. On another trip, she charged both of my teenage daughters an extra $50 per bag, the same ones we had flown to West Virginia with. Another time, she refused to let my teenager daughter get on the plane because her taxi got her to the airport an hour and 45 minutes before the flight. My 16-year-old daughter was all alone in tears as she watched other passengers board the nearly empty plane. She required medicine in Florida by midnight. She is also an athlete in high school and had a water polo match the next day. She missed it. I'm her mother. I begged over the phone for this evil woman to please let her on the plane. I was waiting for her in Florida. This employee said my daughter should just go sleep in the parking lot? Whoa. I was forced to get my daughter another taxi, a hotel room, and had to buy another ticket for the next day. Awful woman. This woman has a Barney Fife mentality and thinks that she is the almighty powerful queen of that airport. It's her way or no way. Zero customer service. I've heard from others on Facebook that talk about her too. Whew. And that gets into, like, some legal liability issues here. I'm not a lawyer or anything, and I can't speak for the situation, because I wasn't there, and I can't, you know, obviously, if I were in her shoes, what would I have done? But to troll and do things, you know, that would interfere with a minor, ooh, that's crossing some lines there. We also have, from Ryan G., the manly woman at the Allegiant counter was very rude and disrespectful. A cheap flight and service to boot. I'd pay extra before I would face her to check into a flight. Ooh, so, yeah, that's kind of weird that so Ryan G. was 3 years ago, and Olivia Patterson was 1 year ago, so, I mean, maybe they're talking about the same individual, maybe they aren't, but that would be crazy if that really was the case there. Let's see. We had another one, and this is a good one to determine who is and who isn't a troll. Going in the 3-star range, we have someone named Kevin Peacemaker here. I had bad diarrhea upon arrival to the airport and could not find a bathroom. Let's just... forgot the verb. I had to purchase new pants. Huh. Interesting. And you notice here, 99 reviews? That's a lot of reviews there. And of course people probably have the last name Peacemaker, but doesn't it seem a little bit on the nose? Kevin Peacemaker, a very easy name to remember, with 99 reviews, giving 3 stars for and the actual content of his review was certainly negative. I mean, pants-ruining diarrhea is definitely negative. So let's take a look at Mr. Kevin Peacemaker here and see, are we dealing with some troll activity here? And let's see. Breaking grains, making stomach pains. Kevin, I'd like to know what and where you purchased. Since all my goods are 100% GF made in a GF facility, I'd have to say it's not gluten related. Hopefully you've cured your uncomfortableness. Feedback is always appreciated. Please let me know. Thanks. And we have probably some good legitimate reviews. Always great food and service. It's Walmart. What else is there to say? Okay, I mean, I can agree with that, I guess. McDonald's, not too good. For starters, ordered the signature mushroom and Swiss burger for $9 to get a charred black bun in 30 minutes flat. Boom, diarrhea. Thanks, McSteeds, for charging me $10 for the runs. So, Mr. Kevin Peacemaker seems to be a bit of a diarrhea expert, I guess. This is interesting. Let's see here. Greg's Restaurant, IHOP. The spaghetti was awesome. They don't sell spaghetti at IHOP, I don't think. Or maybe they do. Do they sell spaghetti at IHOP? Let me know in the comment section if they sell spaghetti at IHOP. But, I mean, something like that. Hollywood Casino, perfect place to go lose your mortgage payment. Virginia Welcome Center at Clearbrook, good place to go poopy. So, Mr. Kevin Peacemaker here definitely might be a troll. We've got some, we have a lot of reviews all over the place. A good majority of them deal with, defecation. So, yeah, Mr. Kevin Peacemaker, your reviews probably aren't super legit. Not too many people review the Huntington Airport, but we have close to where I need to be, a short flight from Charlotte, small, cozy, easy to use. They even have TSA pre-check. Quiet and very small regional airport. Love the pizza in the restaurant while waiting for our flight. HTS is a fine airport and only has a few flights per day. It does get a little crowded and busy when an Allegiant flight leaves and lands. The parking situation has room for improvement. The entry-exit of the parking lot is a little awkward. Sounds like the main complaints are that one particular Allegiant representative and the parking lot. Everything else seems to be pretty good. Sometimes you'll get really high reviews and they'll just give like Wikipedia information like we have here with Nam Viet Rollformer. Could be a troll too. Let's head over to one that I would love to visit, the Agadez Airport in Niger in Saharan Africa. And it's one of those things, the IATA code for the Agadez Airport is AJY, and some of this, it can deal maybe with local languages, it can deal with their ICAO airport names, or it could deal with the name of, like, what the airport is named after. Let's take a look at some videos. Man, I would love to see Niger and the Grand Mosque in Agadez. I would absolutely love that. There could be some safety concerns with that, but I would absolutely adore seeing that. Yeah, I mean, you see what you got here. It's a smaller airport. It's, you know, I don't know why we have this image. It doesn't look like it's at an airport, but he's rocking the style there. You know, I can bark at that. We got some fun selfie action. It has nothing to do with an airport, but, I mean, with selfies like that, man, you can't go wrong. We got, this at, yeah, the, airport here in, Agadez, Niger is the, Mano Dayak Airport. It's named after the Tuareg leader, Mano Dayak. Yeah, looks like a nice enough airport. You got some goats, you know, if you need goats in your airport, they got you covered. I mean, eat your heart out, CBG, you don't have goats at your airport. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, it's a smaller airport. I mean, they probably don't have all sorts of international flights going on here, but, yeah, so looking at the actual airport reviews, so we got 117 reviews. We'll start with the lower ones and then work our way up. Alright, Tommy Pomegranate, right away I think we have a troll here, a name that's so on the nose like Tommy Pomegranate, and the review is, Tommy died 2 days ago as he was flying home. He died from Ebola that he got in this country. Why did you take my son from me? Now, to the untrained eye, that would be, oh wow, that's really moving. Jordan, how could you be so insensitive? Let's take a look at this review. Someone named Tommy Pomegranate is giving a review like this. No, I'm not saying your last name could not ever be Pomegranate, but like, look at the profile picture, and Federal Bureau of Investigation in Louisville, Kentucky. I love you guys. U.S. Department of the Treasury Annex. I deposited my tax money and never got it back. Relatable. Zontown Middle School. I like pomegranates and waffles. Would eat here again. Yeah, Tommy Pomegranate here. Definite troll. Let's see. TC12 Gaming. Where's my camel? Sean Hawking. I tried carrying a bomb on there, but I was arrested. Oh my god. I mean, when reviews are this blatantly stupid, obviously they're trolls. We have, as one makes his bed, one likes to go to bed. Sometimes, for certain airports in certain regions, you'll get very weird reviews, but, we do have a legitimate review here with Mr. Remy Smith. The runway here is in good shape, even if it doesn't have any lines on it. Then again, if you're on a plane where the pilot needs a runway centerline or else he will veer off the runway, should you even be on that plane? That sounds fair enough, man. I mean, yeah, Mr. Remy Smith, and you'll notice a lot of these troll accounts, Remy Smith, of course, is legit, but a lot of the troll accounts have the local guide designation on them, so that's a little bit weird that, you know, you can have, someone who is able to get this local guide designation, something of an authority, and yet they're writing trollicious reviews, you know, that's kind of crazy. And of course, we have one here, and all sorts of other troll reviews underneath, Body Babis, but one troll review here, Mr. D's Nuts. This whole town is super cool. I mean, yeah, I would love to visit this town. So, I mean, when you have a profile name of D's Nuts, I'm going to think you're a troll, man, but that seems like a legitimate review of the city of Acatez. This whole town is super cool. I would love to see it, man. Oh, and Mr. Nuts is a local guide of level 5. I mean, there's some bars in Russia. Love to get lit here. I can see the North Koreans hanging people from here. A+. So, obviously, we got some troll reviews here. Let's see. Most crowded restaurant on the island, but huge and great food. The teacher with the long hair is awesome at the surfing school. Dear D's, thank you for your review. We will encourage our instructors to keep up their awesome work. You know, and it's like, come on, why don't you say, Dear Mr. Nuts, please? Like, you are missing such an opportunity here. Like, you know, own it, man. Alright everyone, so this video has been going on for a little bit too long already, and I haven't even begun talking about Google Maps airport reviews. There are so many more that I wanted to do, oh my goodness. And I didn't even get into fun, crazy personal anecdotes, really. Yeah, so maybe this video didn't play out as interestingly or as good as I thought it would, but let me know down in the comment section below if you guys would like to see more of this, or if this should just be the only one. Quit while you're ahead. Jordan, oh dear God, please don't subject us to this torment anymore. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment about some of your airport things. And are there places you would love to see with some awesome airports? I would love to go to Agadez, Niger. Oh my gosh, man, that would be beautiful. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section, destinations or questions. Do you have questions about the Cincinnati airport? I can answer those. I've flown in and out of there loads of times. Love that airport. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know you're the best fans of any YouTuber in the world, right? You knew that, right? Right? Well, if you didn't, you know it now. I'm Jordan Rolfes from Beagle Rampant Productions. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't know why you would, but hopefully you did. And I really love having you guys support me. It really does mean a lot to me when I get down, and I have been really down lately. I turned 30 a couple weeks ago, and it's like, ooh, sobering. But, I think of all the really awesome fans I have here, so it makes it all the better. There might be Kings Island vlogs coming. Would that interest you guys? Let me know in the comment section. If I should, but they're from, like, last Halloween and last Christmas. Let me know if you want to see that, though, because, like, I will totally do it. But, like, yeah, if it's like, brah, you missed your chance, Yeah, it is what it is, but, yeah, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, you know you're the best, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some more Google Maps playing, I guess. Bye!